If you could only keep 5 possessions, what would they be? I hate these questions. I'm not really much for possessions either. Like, my answers would be stupid. My answers would be like, my hard drives, so I don't lose my video, backlog. Like, it would be all like simple stuff. It wouldn't be like, oh, I'll keep my thing that my grandfather gave me or something. Like, I would like to keep that stuff, but it's all just stuff. I don't really have, like... I don't really have anything that I could think of that's, like... super... I mean, I don't know. Everything's pretty important to me. I don't even know if I could really pick 5. I'm just not a stuff kind of guy. Everything I care about is kind of online, really. I don't know. I'm sure if I, like, went to my room, I'd be like, oh, I want to keep that. No, I want to keep that. But I don't know if I could just pick 5 things that are like, yes, I want those things. I either want it all or none of it. Like, if I'm going to start over, I'll just start over. I'll be sad about it, but whatever. Keep the house full of possessions. That's one thing. What teacher in school made the most impact on you and why? I don't know. I don't really have that many impactful teachers. I just had like goofy teachers. I had teachers that did really goofy, stupid crap. None of them really like impacted me that much. The first teacher I thought about was my psychology teacher. That would pull like freshmen. It was a senior class, and we pull like freshmen into the class and like pick on them. Like, I remember one time we took a test of like really simple answers, and we brought in a couple freshmen to take the test with us, and like all of us answered all the questions wrong, and then like looked at the freshmen like, what are you doing, when they got them right. Like the test would be like, what's 1 plus 1? And so the teacher would be like, alright, what's the answer to number 1? And one of us would raise our hand and be like, or we would wait to see if the freshman would raise their hand. The freshman would raise their hand and be like, 2, and everyone would be like, 2? What are you talking about? Like, freaking 2? Are you stupid? And then one of us would raise our hand and be like, it's cow. And everyone would be like, yes, correct. Good job, man. Good job with the cow. And just see like what their reaction was. And then we had another time where we brought in some freshmen just in like a regular class period. But then like halfway through the class period, we all stood up and stared at the wall to see if they would also stand up and stare at the wall. That class was kind of fun, but I don't know, it wasn't that great. It was funny while it lasted, but it didn't really teach us anything. Dude, it wasn't like anything, it wasn't really that much of a teachable moment. I'm trying to think if I had any teachers that really taught me like any big life lessons. I feel like I should have had at least one, but I can't think of any at the moment. Let's see. What do you want your tombstone to say? I don't know. That's dumb. That's stupid. What was one of your most defining moments in life? What was one of my most defining moments in life? Probably my decision to do this as a living. That was pretty defining. Because at the time, we weren't making enough money to sustain ourselves. My wife was making like, I don't know, I think at the time she was making like $28,000 a year, and I was making about minimum wage, and that was just barely enough to sustain us living in our own house and going through the steps of at that point we had a lot of doctor's bills and stuff we were going through at the time, but it was enough. But I didn't want to do the website business anymore. It wasn't working out. I hated it, and said, screw it. So I was about this close to getting a job at McDonald's until I found something that was more in my wheelhouse, which I didn't know if I ever would find one. I tried to find a job out of college, and I just couldn't find anything. So I was about this close to just working at McDonald's for a while, if not longer. What did I level up? Mega All. Just Mega All? I don't really need another Mega All, but whatever. And then at the same time, a couple of people, and I didn't even ask, like, I was just doing this. I was still doing this as a hobby, and I still didn't think I would make any money doing this. So this wasn't even an option. This wasn't even like a, maybe I could make money off of YouTube. Like, it was just like, this is a hobby. I'm not making any money off this. So this didn't even like cross my mind as a possible career. I was bent on either getting some kind of job with my degree or just working at McDonald's because I needed to support my family. And then, like, completely out of the blue, like, straight up God moment or something, a couple of people at the same time, like, emailed me out of the blue and were just like, it was either an email or just like a comment on YouTube or just something. People were expressing like, hey, I'm willing to, like, honestly donate a good amount of money if you did this more often. Because at the time, I was only doing like one YouTube video a week. And then I was Twitch streaming. I started Twitch streaming because I had my computer and I could do it. So I was just doing, I did like the Let's Break Final Fantasy VII stream. And then I did like maybe one stream a week, just like, hey, I'm going to play some Final Fantasy VII. Well, didn't even have, I had like a donation link, but I didn't even have like anything in place. It was just like, it was there. No one really donated. And a couple of people just randomly stressed, like, hey, if you were to stream more often, or if you were to make more YouTube videos, I would be willing to donate, you know, some money to help you out. And so I went to my wife and I was like, okay, people are saying that they might be able to donate. Like, I don't even really like believe them. Like, I don't know if they're real or not. I don't know if this is like an actual thing or not. But maybe there's a chance I could actually try to make some money off of, you know, YouTube and Twitch. YouTube wasn't even really an option anyways because I was still demonetized back then. So it was really just Twitch. And I was like, if I like go hard on this Twitch thing, I might actually be able to make some money. Maybe enough to get us through this little gap until I find a better job. And so I told my wife, like, I'm gonna go hard on this Twitch thing, and I'm gonna give myself 2 months. And if I'm making minimum wage by the end of the 2 months, then I'll continue doing it. And if I'm not, then I'll go throw in the old application at the McDonald's. And she was surprisingly fine with that. I can't thank her enough for being as supportive as she was. Like, I would not be here if it weren't for her support. She could have just been like, yeah, we're not doing that. You're gonna go work at McDonald's, and I would have been like, all right, because she probably would have been right. But she was extremely supportive and said, go for it. And I said, you know, I got to go for it at least once. This is like my dream, and, you know, I don't want to be on the other end like it could have been a thing and it wasn't. So, you know, I went for it. And at the end of those 2 months, I was making minimum wage, almost exactly. So then I started going, you know, super serious. I started Twitch streaming 4 times a week. Started putting in applications to get my YouTube monetized, which I had been doing for years, but somehow magically happened. And then now we're here. So yeah, it was just one of those freak things where I was like a week away from turning away from this altogether, and some incredible people reached out and said, you know, I'm willing to support, and now we're here. Thank you for all the Seymour bits. Every time. Scares me every time. Seymour needs food. That's right. Donate to the Seymour Fund. Speaking of the Seymour Fund, the charity for this month is Animal Rescue Foundation. So if you're not feeding Seymour, You're at least feeding some other animals with donations. What's the next question? Why did you choose that profession? I kind of just answered that question. I've been doing this for fun and just for community for the past 10 years, so it was just a small step into doing it as a living, and it was really just up to you guys. I told like several times on Twitch, I was like, hey, if you want me to do this for a living, you can support. If you'd rather me just do it as a hobby, that's fine too. It's totally up to you guys. And like my community just exploded with like so much support and so much love that I couldn't not do it for a living. I had to pay you guys back somehow, and so here we are. How do you spend your free time? That's actually an interesting question, because you would think I would just be like, I play video games, but but I really don't play a ton of video games casually anymore, because after playing it for 8 hours, 9 hours a day, every day for work, it's kind of it makes it a little harder to play casually. I still play casual games, but I don't play. A lot of times I don't play what I play on stream. Like, I usually play PS4 games or Final Fantasy VII or, single-player games on stream. So, off-stream, I tend to not play as many single-player games. I tend to play, like, multiplayer games with my cousin. I'll play League of Legends, so I haven't played that in a while. I've been playing Fortnite recently on PC, because that's what me and my cousin are into at the moment. Even though Fortnite kind of ticks me off, but it's still fun to play. I'll play a lot of time waster games off stream, because I don't really play them on stream. I play this game called Creeper World 3. I play that a lot, just like a time waster, and I'll just watch videos while I play it. I don't play a lot of like single player PS4 games anymore off stream. Just because after playing it all day, I don't really feel like playing it. Sometimes I do, but and then when I'm not playing games, I'm hanging out with the wife. We like to play board games. We like to go on walks, hikes, and stuff. And lately, I've just been hanging out with my son and watching him do goofy crap. Do goofy crap that infants do. Alright, what do you think? Let's see what we can do. I think I'll give Cloud the misstyle. And I'll give you the Aegis. There is a way to get 3 misstyles, but I screwed it up. There's a glitch you can do to get 3 misstyles, but I wasn't thinking about it because I didn't think the misstyle was that important, but it actually really is in this mod. Okay. First things first. Final attack, revive. Should have leveled up another revive. Although revive, life instead of revive is kind of nice because it takes less MP, but I never have a problem with MP, so I probably should have mastered this. Just so she gets full health, but it's not that big of a deal. And then I need to do added effect. Mystify. And added effect. Okay. Now, Cloud is probably going to be... Thanks, Nice Face. Cloud's going to be our counter bot, so he is going to be like command counter mime, command counter. Well, here we'll do counterattacks first. Honestly, if I just cover him in counterattacks, I feel like that's the best way to go. That's like 5 hits that he gets that aren't counterable. So that's a big deal. The thing that's frustrating about counters is Cloud needs to get hit but not killed. And that's a big problem. Once he uses Adrenaline too much, he's going to kill Cloud. He's not going to hit him and not kill him. He's going to either miss or kill him. So the counters won't really matter as much anymore. What are your stats at? I almost want to give him not max speed so he gets hit more. I want him to get hit as much as possible. So maybe instead of giving him speed, I'll just give him luck. And I'll leave the speed off so that he gets hit. Okay, you need HP plus, you need HP plus. And then you guys can take speed. I don't want you guys to get hit at all. And you have not too much dexterity, so you're both going to need a speed plus. Fantastic. It only took 1 speed plus to get him to 255. I'm gonna try it this way, and then if Cloud's getting one shot too much, then I'll switch out and I'll give him a speed plus. But I think I want Cloud to get hit. I think that's gonna be the ticket. Let him get hit. You know. Dang it, I gotta get him Omni Slash too. Before I do too much of anything else. Well, I guess I don't have to. It'd be nice, but it's not like a big deal. Okay. You could do like a bunch of magic counters. And then, like, Ultima or something. I don't know if Ultima or Comet would be better. Honestly. I feel like Comet might be better. It's only one target. Oh man, Comet's almost mastered. I'm gonna level up Revive and Comet because they're so close. I'm just gonna grind these 2 materia real quick, and then we're gonna see if we can beat them. I have pretty much everything I want now. It's just gonna be all up to luck at this point. I have pretty much everything that I intend on leveling up. Sure, I could level up like another Knights of the Round, but I'm not even going to really use Knights of the Round too much. That's not really the goal. I think this counter strat's going to work really well. I just got to get lucky and hope he doesn't use too much adrenaline. Crap. Does anyone have Knights of the Round? Crap, I don't think anyone. No one has Knights of the Round. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. How late is it in where you life? What? What does that mean? Can you put that a different way? Come on. Oh, how late is it in where you live? Yeah, it's 10 a.m. You can type !time in the chat, and it'll always tell you what time it is where I live. There we go. Yeah, it's 39 degrees here. It's pretty cold. Pretty cold today. It's been cold the last couple of days. I've heard it's supposed to be warm this weekend though, I think. Maybe our last warm weekend. Let's answer one more question since I got time. If you won the lottery, what would you do? That's a stupid question. It's a dumb question. You freaking put it in a bank and you live off the interest for the rest of your life. That's all you do. Who do you most admire in life? Who do I most admire in life? Think about it for a second. My first instinct was my dad. Because he's just like a fun-loving guy. And that's who I want to be. What's up, Isaminar? No, I'm not Canadian. I live in Ohio. I didn't actually see how much I leveled these up. Comet's almost there. Life needs some work. Yeah, like, I don't even know what I would buy if I won the lottery. Like, I'm not a money kind of guy. Like, I don't care about money, so I don't even know what I would buy. I would buy, like, stupid crap. I would buy, like, a nicer desk. I wouldn't even buy a nicer car, probably, because I like my car. Like, I don't even know what I would buy. I would just put it in the bank. Like, I have things that I need to pay for, and I would pay for those things, you know? I would pay my student loans off, I would pay the adoption fees off. Like, there's things I would pay, but there's not much I would buy, you know? I'd buy a bunch of stuff for Ben, that's probably about it. I'd buy Final Fantasy VII for all my followers. Oh yeah, I would have some crazy giveaways on the stream, that's for sure. Because I love doing giveaways. Giveaways are so much fun. You know, if I had the money, if I had the expendable income, I could give away some sweet stuff. Buy 18 yachts because you need that many. I'm nowhere near a body of water, but I need 18 yachts. Yeah, I have nothing. I mean, I think the biggest thing I'd buy is a bigger house, because that's what my wife and I are working towards. When we have more children, we're going to need a bigger house. So that's probably the only thing I'd buy is just a bigger house. And I really like nice houses, like super clean, big ranch, you know, houses. So I would love to own like a really nice big house. But that would be as far as I went. And I probably wouldn't even pay it off in full, because it'd be probably better just to put all the money in the bank and use the interest to buy a house. If I paid it in full, that'd be like half my friggin'... If it was just $1 million, you know. Depends on what the lottery... If the lottery's like a $50 million jackpot, then I guess it would be... I could just easily buy a house, but... I think Comet's done, but Life isn't. Yeah, I need one more for Life, and then we're good to go. Sir, can you move your 18 yachts off the street? You'd be better off buying a property and building a house on it. Probably. There's not much property to buy in Ohio, though. Ohio's pretty quick to just, like, eat up property and put giant condos on them. There's not much open property in Ohio. No, don't want the Tonberry. What is my game speed at? Fastest. I'll probably keep it there, just so Fearless wears off as fast as possible. It also means that my barrier is gonna be there forever. But well, now that I got Final Attack Revive, everybody will actually get the AP from this, so that's pretty dope. Also, somehow Yuffie didn't die there. That's surprising. I don't think he crit. These things must have like a 90% chance to crit or something. Alright, one more question. This should be the last battle we have to do. What are your top 3 favorite books and why? Oh man. I like Slaughterhouse-5. I read that back in school. I enjoyed that. Just for how weird it is. I have a book called The Element, and it's a non-fiction book, and it's just really fascinating. When I was growing up, I read the Del Toro Quest series. I loved that, but it's really hard to read now because it's really childish. I read Harry Potter up to the 4th book and then quit. But I liked the first book, I think, the most. first Harry Potter book. I read a book called The Rook that was really good. I don't know what my top 3 would be though. Alright, we out. Ender's Game series? No. Come on, save point. I hate The Great Gatsby. To Kill a Mockingbird's okay. It's not. I don't really like it, but it's. I accept that it's a good book. I just personally don't like it. The Great Gatsby, I think, is terrible. Me and my wife both agree that The Great Gatsby is a terrible book. I have not read Where the Red Fern Grows, so I don't have any opinion on that. Okay. Back on track here. Give this back. You don't have W item, and you kind of need it. So what do I unequip? I guess this counterattack, because you need it. It'll be way too helpful, so I'm going to do that. You need Hades back. Now we have 2 comets, which is nice, and you need Revive back. Okay, so with comets, now that I have 2, I can do Turbo, MP Turbo. Do I want to do NP Turbo, or do I want to do Quadra Magic? I don't know. I guess I could do Quadra Magic. See, I don't know how good Comet's gonna be, honestly, but I wish I had enough to do MP Turbo as well, but then I can't set it up as a counter. Actually, you know what? Forget Quadra Magic. Let's do MP Turbo, and then we'll set it up as a counter. Because we're all about counters here. That's our big goal. Maybe I'll set up Ultima as a counter too, since I have all this magic counter sitting around. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if it's going to do any damage. He seems to have a lot of defense against it, but we'll see. I don't even have enough room for W Magic or W Summon, but I guess it's not really a big deal, because I'm not going to try to summon like anything. I'm just going to try to do everything counter-wise, because as soon as I there's almost no reason to even put W Summon Knights of the Round on, because it's always going to he's always going to be immune to the second one, so, and kind of the same thing with W Magic, so there's not really a need. You can take, oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have 4X cut, but I guess I don't really need it, because again, I'm just going to be countering. I'll give it to you, but you probably won't use it too much. I could also give you some Death Blow command counter. That way everyone has at least one counter. Oh. Do you want anything else? Not really. Like, maybe a luck plus, but you don't really need it because you're death blowing, so you know what? I'm just going to give you this. Oh, you know what? No. Scratch that. Someone needs barrier. I guess that's all you really need. It's just barrier. I think barrier is all I was using. So, you have W item, right? Alright, I think that's the strat for now. We'll see what happens. Alright, let me go to the bathroom real quick and then we will give it a shot. Alright. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for the ultimate showdown? One man, one giant suit of armor. Let's go, boys. The time is now. I also need to make sure... Oh, we countered with regular Comet. That's weird. Does it pick one or the other? It did plenty of damage, though, so... Oh, you know what? It's only regular Comet because it's not on level 2. That's why. Maybe I should put the regular Comet on MP Turbo. I don't know if that counts, though. So I'm pretty impressed with the damage. I'm glad so far. Hopefully it stays that high. I feel like the last two forms have like a ton of God dang it. Have a ton of and magic defense though. Yeah, that's what I figured. I wasn't sure how MP Turbo worked, but I knew that MP Magic Counter worked that way. I just didn't think of it when I put it on. But yeah, if you don't have Comet 2 unlocked, then it can only counter with whatever's unlocked. So let's see. Yuffie needs one more hero drink after this, and everyone else is at max. Challenge him to an arm wrestle. Alright, oh, you know what? She doesn't even need barrier. Alright, here, let me start this over. She doesn't need barrier because of Luna, because of the curtains. I forgot that I have those curtains. So, what we could do then is... we could give her... another command counter. Another command counter death blow. We both still have max speed, right? Yeah. Red 13 has some garbage luck. I wish I could give you a luck plus. Too bad I only have one Ultima. How do I want to do this? Let's do this. Let's say screw Ultima. Let's do... I might level up this Comet. because it's really annoying that it's level 1. But then here I could do... You have full magic, right? I could do like a double luck plus here, because his luck is incredibly bad. Do you even need 2 luck pluses or just 1? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna level this up real quick because that's like incredibly annoying. So, hold on. Gotta take one more level up break. I don't even have Knights of the Round equipped, do I? This will be a lot nicer. It'll be a lot nicer to just have one Comet 2 instead of having like Comet 1 and Ultima go off every time Red 13 gets hit. So yes, I just explained that, right, you? Would you rather me lose, or would you rather me have the materia I need? Would you rather watch me lose for 3 hours, or would you rather me have the materia I need and then win, hopefully? Welcome back, M. Gibbs. Watching me lose is pretty fun, okay, I'll give you that. But yeah, I'd rather have Comet 2 go off once than have Comet 1 and Ultima go off every time. It'll be stronger and faster. That's what I'm all about here, being strong and fast. Well, if y'all like watching me lose, you're in for quite the experience, because I'm sure I will lose several times before winning anyways. Because it's just luck. All right, I got one more question here. What are you most afraid of? What am I most afraid of? Fake and gay YouTube comments. I'm terrified of. Every time I see someone comment fake and gay, I cry a little bit on the inside. It's the scariest experience ever. I'm scared of the diorama being closed. $33 is your final offer. I'm gonna have to decline it. Come on. Come on. I ain't got all day. I ain't got all day. That's what I like to see. You're afraid I'll defeat Omega? Joe informed me that shield does not work on the green form's attacks. It does on some of them, but most of green form's attacks are non-elemental. And the way that shield works is shield negates any damage that has an element, even if that element is physical. So if someone hits you with a regular attack, it counts as physical element, so it negates that damage. But most of the green form's attacks are actually non-elemental, like Pandora's Box or like the actual non-elemental attacks. So it negates shield and hits you anyways. So shield does not work. Plus, since I'm going on highest battle speed to make sure that my counters actually connect through Peerless, shield won't last very long and probably isn't worth it. How close are we? One more? Yeah. Heyo. Alright. Should be the last one, hopefully. Yo, 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 it's Miles2110 with the 4-month resub. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the 4A crew. Fun figures of the chapter, then incredible 4-month resub. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support a lot. He said, woo! Final Fantasy Friday. You know it. You know what it is. Thanks, man. Alright, one more question, because we got time. What feels like love to you? What? What kind of question is that? What feels like love to you? Everyone has their own love language, the words, behaviors, and attitudes that make them feel loved and that reveal how they express love. This is a great question to ask your spouse, romantic partner, or a potential romantic partner. Are any of you potential romantic partners? They just stole that from the book Love Languages, because I read that book, and they just stole that whole question from that book. Freaking garbage website. My wife and I actually read that book, the Love Language book. It's a good book. I recommend it. I recommend that book. Alright. What the? Hello? Cloud wouldn't move. Is that an offer? I'm throwing it out there. I'm just waiting for someone to pick it up. Alright. Let's see here. Wait. What is this? There we go. Okay. Should be all good, hopefully. Let's go. Let's get destroyed in an instant. Good start. What did the math book say to the therapist? I've got a lot of problems. A+. Yeah, let's see some hype in the chat. Let's see some foam fingers for this battle that I will probably lose because luck. I think with this current setup we can win. It's just gonna be a luck fest. It's just gonna be a let's hope he doesn't adrenaline too much. Honestly, that's really where we're at. Do I have my safety bits on? I hope so. I hope I didn't put ribbons back on. I don't think I did. I think everyone has 2 now. Get him, Dad. Got everything I need. Let's just hope it all works out. Red 13's just gonna sit here and throw curtains. That's his only job. Miss. Thank you. Yikes. Okay, I think at this point we stop attacking and just let counters do its thing. Maybe one more 4x cut for blue form, but after that it's going to be all counters all day. And just queue up things as soon as I need them. What sucks is all my barriers and stuff wear off while you know, people are countering. It's like this whole time, like, all my barriers come off, but as long as I eventually throw what I need to throw, it should be fine. God dang it. That's no good. God dang, do I get a turn, buddy? Old buddy, old pal? try to get Red 13 back up to... Wow, that counted? That counted as attacking him. Throwing a freaking Holy Torch. So I'll have to remember that. I really didn't think that would count, but... I actually got Red 13 back up to full hero drinks though, so that's good. Well, even with that slight misstep, he still only has 1 adrenaline in him, so he's still not, you know, it's not too bad yet. He's still not doing a super ton of damage, so. Alright, here we go.
The heck was that?
Wow. Good all RNG. That was spectacular. That was magical. We were all full hero drinked too. Wow. That was some magic. Some absolute magic. God dang, I'm not even sure what to do here. No one has any hero drinks because everyone got smacked all at once. So, like, I don't really have much of a choice here. I need him to miss a lot. I don't even know what my hero drink count is at right now. I think only Cloud has hero drinks. I'm kind of screwed. This really couldn't have gone any worse. Like, all of them dying at one time to an attack that should have, like, they all should have had a pretty good chance of dodging it, and they all got hit. So there's like not much I can even do about that. That's just unlucky. That's just super duper unlucky. Was good. Except Cloud has duel. Cloud's dead. With all the counterattacks he's about to do, like, duel's gonna kill him. I don't know, I'm staying alive, and counterattacks are hitting him, and he hasn't adrenalined at all. So, this could work. If I continue to get lucky here, we might actually be alright, but I'm not so sure. There's just no way to throw, like, everything I need, you know what I mean? Like, it's just way too much to ask. I need to get, like, hero drinks, I need to get, like, light curtain, lunar curtain, 4 hero drinks, tranquilizers. It's just, like, way too much. I can't get all that down at one time. But if I can get at least one person to, like, survive attacks, it means that my counters will go through, and then I still have a chance to pull this out. We can inflict the duel, but he's immune to it. Flare gives duel, but he's immune to it. And yes, there are a few bosses that are not immune to duel, and it completely destroys them in like 5 seconds. It's pretty hilarious. I'm just going to try to buff up Cloud, and as I say that, he dies. If I can just get, like, hero drinks on Cloud, like, he will survive. He's only used 1 adrenaline. I mean, this is going really, really well. Just, I can't get people back up to living status. But, like, other than that, this is going extremely well. He's not doing anything bad, he's just killing people, and I'm reviving them. I'm gonna run out of final attacks soon. So, that's not good. That's not good at all. We need, like, 3 dodges on this. 2 dodges. Cloud's got duel again, though, so I really needed Cloud to dodge that. Like, really bad. Oh, no, that's not good. What if this just straight up killed him? That's what I need right now. This has to kill him. I don't think it's going to. Yeah, that was just unfortunate that the second he turned green, he hit everybody with Fly Strike. That was just so unfortunate. Like, we have such a good chance to dodge it, too. That was just really unlucky. But that was a really good attempt. Like, that proves to me that this can definitely work, because he did not use Adrenaline a single time. And if I had been set up, that means that none of his attacks would have killed anybody. So, that was like a really, really solid attempt.